Check it out, the Canon PowerShot A3000 IS. Of course, IS stands for Image Stabilization, and that is built in to this little camera. It's one of Canon's more entry-level point-and-shoots, the A3000 IS, but Canon makes some really great cameras, all the way up to pro-level cameras, and those features all inevitably filter down to the more entry-level cameras, and this is absolutely no exception. It is a really, really small camera, very, very tiny, very pocketable, as you can see, and even though it's so small, you're still going to get 10 megapixel images, and you're still going to get a 4x optical zoom on this little camera. It has a 2.7-inch LCD on board, so you're going to have no problem previewing all of your shots and no problem reviewing all of the photos that you've taken with this camera. Also has a number of other features built in. It does have the Canon Smart Auto, which means it's going to fully take over all of the functions of the camera just to make sure you get the best possible pictures for that situation. If you want to make manual adjustments, you can. It does have manual modes, but Smart Auto is probably going to be the mode that you find yourself using the most. It's also a great performer in low light situations as well. ISO up to 3200 on this camera, so you're still going to be able to get some really, really great low light shots. Even going to do video. It'll do 640 by 480 standard definition video on this little camera. All of that shooting to a standard SD card. All you need is an SD card, and you're going to be able to shoot all the photos you want to that'll fit on whichever capacity you choose. Now, up in the front, you do see that you do have that great Canon lens as well as the integrated flash on this camera. On the top, you do have just a few buttons. You have your on-off button, your shutter release button, and your mode dial, which is going to allow you to get into that Smart Auto mode or your video modes or any of the other various modes that are available to you on this camera. There are also a bunch of program modes as well that are going to let you take pictures in any situation. Now, it does have integrated AV output as well, as you can see right here, so you are going to be able to plug this in to a television, and on the bottom is where you're going to find that SD card slot and the rechargeable battery. So if you run out of battery juice, all you got to do is plug it in and recharge it. Of course, your SD cards are going to go in right there. On the back, very familiar looking controls back here. If you have used a Canon digital camera before, you're going to be immediately familiar with what we have going on here. You do have a zoom rocker right here for being able to choose either wide or tele. You've got your face detection, playback mode. You're able to quickly adjust things like macro mode, your flash, or your self-timer, and the functions you see in blue are the functions for when you are in playback mode and reviewing your photos. Very easy to remove things from your display, and of course, when you hit the menu button, you're able to get to all of your manual functions that are available on this camera as well. Take a look here. You can see that you can check out multiple autofocus modes. You can turn your digital zoom on and off, set up your autofocus assist. You can do everything right here in the menu. But of course, because this is the Canon PowerShot A3000 IS, it's designed to be very, very easy to use. So don't look for serious manual control on this camera, but it's still going to give you the option to make some tweaks when you need to. All in all, it's a really super camera. If you're looking for something that's really small, that's still high res, not expensive, still going to take Canon quality photos, you can't go wrong with a camera like this one. Makes for a great gift or just like an extra runabout camera. The Canon PowerShot A3000 IS. To get more information on the Canon PowerShot A3000 IS, do a search for C930-1710 in any major search engine.